Hello my friends, today we are going to rabbit farms in the United States to see how the process of raising millions of rabbits works. According to a USDA report in 2020, in the United States there are about 4,900 rabbit farms for meat and skin, with a total number of 2.9 million rabbits in those farms. In addition, across the family, there are about 2.3 million families keeping rabbits as pets, with a number of up to 6.7 million rabbits total. In recent years, the most popular breeds of rabbits raised in the United States are Angora, American Chinchilla, or Californian. Currently, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and California are the states with the largest number of rabbits raised in the country. Rabbit population in these three states accounts for 37% of the national population. This is a rabbit farm used for the purpose of meat in Oklahoma. Here, about 270 female rabbits will be bred to prepare for a new breeding season. In addition to the traditional mating method, the managers at this farm also take sperm from male rabbits to fertilize female rabbits by artificial insemination. The sperm taken from one male rabbit will be used to fertilize 2 to 3 female rabbits. Currently, in Oklahoma, there are about 165 rabbit farms, operating with different sizes. According to reports, the largest rabbit farm in the state is raising about 1,100 rabbits of all different ages. This is an area where rabbits have just been weaned from their mothers. Here, hundreds of rabbits will be acquainted with forage pellets, the main ingredients of which are grass, vegetables, and fruits. A rabbit is considered fully grown when it reaches 7 to 9 pounds, and the amount of food they will need to consume each day is equivalent to about 4% of their body weight. Almost a month after being fertilized, these female rabbits are preparing to enter the breeding season. Workers at this farm will put wood shavings into the nest to keep the baby rabbits warm. And this is what they expect after 1 month. On average, each female rabbit at this farm usually gives birth to 4 to 9 young. The baby rabbits will be exclusively breastfed for the first 3 weeks of their lives. In addition, for the female rabbits that give birth to too many young and don't have enough milk, the baby rabbits will be taken care of by the workers on this farm. At the age of 1 to 2 months, the baby rabbits will be weaned and learn to eat roughage. When the rabbits reach 70 days old, the female and male rabbits will be separated and the best quality rabbits will be selected for fattening for the purpose of meat exploitation. In recent years, China has been the largest producer of rabbit meat in the world, with about 567,000 tons. The next position is North Korea with 143,000 tons, and Egypt with 71,000 tons. The rabbits in the fattening stage will be fed a very varied diet, and the amount of food they eat each day is also increased by about 30% compared to rabbits raised in other areas. Currently, Pennsylvania is the state with the largest number of rabbit farms in the country, with 298 farms, followed by California with about 213 farms, and Oklahoma ranks third on this list. After more than a month of fattening, the rabbits here will reach a weight of about 10 pounds, and this is when they are eligible for meat exploitation. With more than 20,000 rabbit meat producers across the country, each year the United States consumes about 8.3 million pounds of rabbit meat. Every year, 713 million rabbits worldwide are transported to slaughterhouses, and 35% of these are slaughtered in China. In the United States, approximately 890,000 rabbits are slaughtered each year. Of these, about 112,000 were slaughtered in Pennsylvania. At this factory, the skin of the rabbits will be peeled off and their internal organs will also be removed. Depending on the requirements of the customer, the rabbit meat here will be packed whole or cut into small pieces. Have you ever eaten rabbit meat? Let us know how you feel about the taste of this dish. Next, we will go to a rabbit farm in the south of Texas to see how hundreds of rabbits here are raised. Unlike the rabbit farm in Oklahoma, hundreds of rabbits at this farm are raised in the wild. Being free to run around every day makes the meat quality of the rabbits here higher than the rabbits that are kept in cages for life. According to a report by the American Veterinary Medical Association, there are about 435 rabbit farms in the country, and the rabbit meat output at these farms accounts for about 23% of the country's rabbit meat production. And rabbit meat production at these farms accounts for about 23% of rabbit meat production in the country. Hello my friends, today we are going to the horse farms in the United States to see how the process of raising millions of horses here happens. The first horses are said to have appeared in America in around 1493, and they were brought there by Christopher Columbus from Spain. Until the 1920s, horse numbers in the United States have considered to have peaked at about 25.3 million. According to the latest USDA statistics, as of June 2022, the current number of horses in the country is about 9.2 million, and their number of licensed horse farms is about 459,000 of various sizes. In addition to the millions of horses managed by ranchers, in the United States there are about 87,000 wild horses living in the wild, and they are concentrated mainly in states like Nevada, Arizona, California, and Colorado. It is estimated 23,000 ponies are born in the United States each year, based on reports from horse ranchers. On average, each newborn foal weighs about 110 pounds, and they can stand up almost immediately after birth. Currently, Texas is the state with the largest number of horses in the country, with 939,000 horses. The next place on the list is California with 650,000, followed by Florida with 505,000. After birth, the foals will live on the farm for about 3 days with their mothers before they are released into the pastures to run around freely. A foal needs to suckle 25 to 35 pounds of milk each day, equivalent to 30% of their body weight. This is a herd of horses in Nevada. Every morning, they will be released to the pastures by the ranch owner to feed freely, and all ponies over 3 days old will also be accompanied by their mothers. Currently in Nevada, there are about 78,000 horses raised on more than 3,000 farms of different sizes. In addition to thousands of horses managed by ranchers, Nevada is also famous for the largest number of wild horses in the country, with about 42,000 horses, accounting for about 50% of the wild horse population in the country. This is a wild mare from Nevada. Look how she protects her young. A mare will not let any mature horses near her foal for the first 2 days. For the safety of the foal, the mare will attack anyone who poses a danger to the foal, even if those are healthy stallions. In the wild, there have been many cases of ponies being trampled to death by another herd of horses when its mother is not healthy enough to protect it. Currently, the most popular wild horse breed in the United States is the Mustang, which makes up about 63% of the nation's wild horse population. This is a horse ranch in Denton County, Texas. In the late afternoon, cowboys will herd horses into a fenced area to rest and avoid the attack of some predators at night. Currently, Denton County is also the largest concentration of horses in Texas, with 372 farms and more than 300,000 horses. Currently, most horse breeds raised in the United States weigh about 800 pounds for females and 1,100 pounds for males. The breeding season for horses usually runs from February to the end of May, and this happens with both wild horses and farm-raised herds. During the breeding season, the stallions in the herd will fight each other very fiercely for the right to mate with the mares. With their kicks, strong stallions can seriously injure an opponent. Even the losing stallions may have to leave the herd and join another. And this is the prize for the healthiest stallion in the herd. It will get to mate with all the mares in the herd. In the wild, wild horses usually live in herds of 5 to 19 individuals, and the number of stallions in the herd is usually 1 to 4. This is a herd of horses living in the city of Norco, California. Each day, Dozens of horses here are also released by herders into the pasture to feed. Every day, an adult horse needs to be fed an equivalent of 2% of their body weight. Of that, 90% of the feed the horse uses is grass, and the rest is a mixture of corn and soybeans that is fed when they return to the farm. Currently, in California, approximately 2.5 million acres of land is used for grazing horses, in which there are about 8,300 wild horses, accounting for 1.2% of the state's horse population. Each day, these horses will move to the area of rivers and small lakes to drink water twice, in the late morning and late afternoon. On average, a mature horse will drink about 7 to 10 gallons of water per day. This is the process of moving a large herd of horses in northwestern Colorado. The end of April every year is when the cowboys here will move about 2,000 horses to other pastures to feed. Currently, in Colorado, there are about 256,000 horses, and the number of wild horses in this state is about 1,850. Horses are considered fully mature when they reach 5 years of age, and the average lifespan of this animal is about 23 years. Currently, the majority of mature horses will be sold to jockeys. In addition, they will also be trained by cowboys to follow herds of cattle. A small number of horses in the United States are still sold to illegal slaughterhouses, although the slaughter of horses for food has been banned across the country.